Alright guys, what's going on? Back again with another video. Back again with another video. Back again with another video. So you already know it's time for some new info. Now, we got that out of the way. Now it's time to get into some Pokemon Go video. Now, basically I want to let you guys know that I just have a new piece of information regarding Pokemon Go, and it actually should be pretty good, if not actually better than the Shiny Dratini event. And it actually probably should be coming sometime soon. So guys, what we're going to do is we're going to basically get right into this video, and we're going to have some fun with this video. So guys, make sure you crush the notification bell so you stay updated on my latest videos. Make sure you smacking a like on that, smack a like on, just smack a thumbs up on this video. You guys know what I'm talking about. Make sure you comment down below, because this video is going to be hype. It might be a little short, but it's still going to be hype. So guys, let's get into this video right now. Alright guys, so basically we're back, and this is basically what I'm finding out from the Pokemon information, you know, as far as like one of the information websites regarding Pokemon Go. Now, as you can read the tagline, it says Pokemon Go Gen 4 will be here sooner than you think. Now, Paul Tassi is a contributor to the Pokemon Go industry, and he basically lets people know what goes on in Pokemon Go, when we're getting new updates, when we're getting, you know, certain things in Pokemon Go. He always posts somewhere in Google. So anyway, that's where I'm at now. So anyway, so this is basically regarding Gen 4, which it says here, unlike the handheld games, I'm actually going to read this and then I'm going to give you my personal outlook, because when I read this myself, it's like I basically was saying the same exact thing to myself. Now guys, my battery is running low, so I don't have that long, but like I said, I'm gonna still get this info out here regardless. So here we go. It says, unlike the handheld games, Pokemon Go doesn't have to wait years in between new generations. Pokemon Red and Blue came out in '96, and 22 years later there have been 7 generations. Pokemon Go came out in July 2016, and not even 2 years later we're almost done releasing Pokemon. I'm sorry, we're almost done releasing Gen 3, and that's quite a pace. Now, the differences are obvious. Pokemon Go doesn't have to create an entirely new game each time it releases a new generation. Rather, it just has to put the new Pokemon in existing frameworks of Go. And alterations to gameplay, raids, weather, etc. take place outside of the generational release timetable. As such, even though we are still wrapping up Generation 3, the Ruby Sapphire era, it's not too early to start thinking about Generation 4, the Diamond and Pearl era, which will be here before we know it. Here's the timetable of generational releases so far in Go. So, July 2016 was the release of Gen 1. December 2016 was a small Gen 2 release featuring the baby Pokemon. February 2017 was the vast majority of Gen 2 released. October 2017, which was a small Gen 3 group release, which was the Ghost-type Pokemon. Now, you have December 2017, which was a first large chunk of Gen 3 release, and January 2017 to the present, which is the ongoing Gen 3 release. Now, so what does that mean? It's about 6 to 7 months between a Gen launch and at least the first few Pokemon of a new Gen being released. It's about 7 to 9 months for the new generation to start being released en masse. Gen 3 has been a bit different, however. Niantic has changed up their release schedule to make it more staggered, extending the release for a longer period of time. Technically, Gen 3's release has been going on since October, about 4 months ago. Now, let me get on that topic. Now, remember how before Niantic would just release all the Pokemon and everything like that? This is the reason why people kept saying Pokemon Go is dead. It's because there was nothing left to do. There was nothing else being released. There was no shinies, no weather, no nothing. So with Pokemon with Niantic just releasing like all of the Pokemon like everybody wants, to be honest, it's like the old saying goes, people don't want what they want until after they get it. So, I mean, basically that's why Niantic said when 2018 hits, it's going to be a new year for Pokemon Go, in which that's what they're doing. They're actually releasing Pokemon in groups This way, it'll keep Pokemon Go fresh. It'll keep it releasing stuff. That's why we even got this community event. So this way, it keeps Pokemon Go that much fresher. You know what I mean? Because if they just release Pokemon all at one time, everybody's gonna catch it, evolve. People gonna spoof to this, that, then third, They're gonna have all the Pokemon. Then it's gonna be no more fun, and then the Pokemon Go really is gonna be dead. So that's why Pokemon Go or Niantic is actually doing what they're doing for Pokemon Go. And actually, this is actually good because as we're being fed these Pokemon, new updates and everything, community events, meeting new people, spoofing, playing legit, and all of this extra stuff, it's keeping us busy, so that way Niantic can be ready for Gen 4. So as soon as they release all Gen 3 in groups, we'll be ready for Gen 4, because that way they can just throw out, because right now I'm sure they're working on the models of Gen 4. I mean, it's a new year now, so basically during the summertime, it'll give us something to do, so we'll be ready for Gen 4. That's why they're throwing out all the Groudons, and they're bringing everything back, and because they're trying to keep us waiting until Gen 4 will be ready for release. So that way, we'll have something to do as time moves forward. Now, let's jump into something else. Now, for the rest of the story, it says, it's clear that Niantic is doing this to keep players engaged over a longer time frame. Yes, they could just dump it in about 150 new Pokemon all at once, and that's just what I was saying. But clearly, the better move is probably to spread them out over 3 to 4 months, interspersing their release with other activities. And what that also means is by the time this generation is finally done getting all its Pokemon out there, that Gen 4 may be also, maybe almost here. And which it should be. It should be here like during the summertime. Using this calendar, it seems likely that Gen 4 will start at least teasing its Pokemon by May to June, which is, spring/summer rather, with a full release June to July. I think the timing has been a bit off for generational release so far, as obviously it's not ideal to release a bunch of new Pokemon in your get outside and play, quote unquote. Now, AR game in the dead of winter in the northern hemisphere, which has now happened with both Gen 2 and 3. But Gen 4, because of this 6 to 9 month schedule, may finally see a release in the summer when the weather is warm. If not June or July, then definitely by August, September, before the weather turns. Living in Chicago, by far the biggest barrier to playing Pokemon Go is the weather, where it's painfully... I just lost my train of thought because I had to actually clear my cache up top, my notification. Anyway, let's get back into this. So I'll just start from where I left off at. Living in Chicago, by far the biggest barrier to playing Pokemon Go is the weather, where it's painfully unfun a solid 6 or 7 months of the year, but a summer release of a new generation would be fantastic and reminiscent of the original launch when everyone was happy to be outside playing. Now, before I continue this, a lot of these Pokemon are from Gen 3, or even Gen 2, even Gen 1. Mew's from Gen 1, Celebi and Jirachi is both from Gen 3, which we have not seen those guys yet. So, and Darkrai, I'm not sure if he's from Gen 3 or Gen 4. I believe he's from Gen 4, but anyway, we still need these Pokemon anyway, so Niantic is obviously holding them off for a certain reason, because you can't just release, these are legendary or icon type Pokemon. Yes, I said icon because they're not really legendary. Legendary will be like Groudon or Articuno. Those are legendary Pokemon. Even Arcanine is a legendary Pokemon. Not by... Well, he's legendary by Pokemon status. If you read what kind of Pokemon he is, it says legendary. But still, we have the rest of these Pokemon, but we still need at least 3 out of 4 of these Pokemon, because I'm not really sure about Darkrai, if he's Gen 3 or Gen 4. If you say Darkrai is Gen 4, just comment that down below, or if he's Gen 3, comment that down below, because I really don't know as of right now. I'll probably know after this recording. But anyway, but yeah, you can't just release these Pokemon let's put them out in the wild. It's no fun. Even if you put them in gym raids, it's still no fun. So, because anybody can get a Raid 5 tier boss, they need to do something else with this, and that's what I think Niantic is actually doing. Now, let's get into the rest of this. So it said Gen 4 will be smaller than Gen 3. It's a sequel of sorts of Gen 3, the way Gen 2 was to Gen 1. There are just over 100 new Pokemon to be added, and it's when we start getting into truly loopy Pokemon lore with the creation trio, quote-unquote, of legendaries Dialga, Palkia, and Giratina that are pretty much Pokemon gods for all intents and purposes. It's a fun generation, I'll bet, on one a bit smaller than we've just seen. As I've said before, Pokemon Go is poised to probably release all 7 current generations of Pokemon within its first 3 to 4 years on the market, which is a far cry from the 22 years of the handhelds. But by then, there might be a Generation 8 release, and yes, they are making Generation 8 Pokemon, by the way. People are not really sure, but I've actually seen some of the starters. It looks pretty cool, but I think they just got just the starters, or it might be like a fan art, but then again, that doesn't look like fan art. But anyway, they are making a Generation 8, so let's get back into this. Anyway, I just want to throw that in there to have you guys aware. Anyhow, release on the Switch, and wouldn't be that something if Go and the Pokemon Company managed to coordinate a simultaneous release. Lots to be excited about, and nothing more so than a potential summer Generation or Gen 4 release. Stay tuned. So, basically guys, zooming back at the top now, this is basically what I'm thinking. Gen 4 is coming sometime between the spring and the summer. May not be in the spring, because spring is just next month, which is April. And yes, it is getting a lot warmer, so now they're going to be coming out, like right now, they're coming out with, I think, a new Pokemon game for the Switch. So, with that being said, Pokemon Go should be coming out sometime during the summer, toward, like, between the summer and the fall. If not, it'll come out like exactly in the fall. So it's either summer slash fall, or just the fall. But it'll be before this year is out, because I mean, they've always released some sort of Pokemon before the year was out. And they're almost finished with Gen 3, but Gen 3 is not really going to be actually finished. Like, they're not even finished with Gen 1 because of Mew, and you know, and some people still don't have their Mewtwo, like myself. So and you still got Gen 2 Pokemon, Gen 3 Pokemon like Jirachi, Celebi, and so forth. So, I mean, they're not really even finished with Gen 1, Gen 2, or Gen 3. They might be finished with Gen 2 because I don't know if they have any legendaries in Gen 2. But Gen 3, we still need Jirachi and Celebi. But yeah, that's pretty much it. But guys, I just want to let you guys know that, let you guys be aware of what's going on in Pokemon Go. Keep you updated at how far along it will be before Gen 4 probably gets here. And just so you guys know, this is by Forbes.com, so this is like one of the best sites aside from comicbook.com and like Silph Road, and like of course Pokemon Go Live, which is Niantic's official website for Pokemon Go. You can actually, you know, follow this site because like I said, they're really pretty legit. You know, it's a legit website. But guys, I only have 18% battery, and like I said, I just want to share that with you guys. And yes, this video was going to be long, I mean short, like I had said. But yeah, I just want to, you know, get this out here to you guys first. I should have another video sometime, maybe a few days from this video, because there's actually something that I found out, but I'm not going to say on this video right here. I'm going to wait, so that way you'll have some new and fresh content. And yeah guys, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, share this video wherever you share cool stuff. Smack a like on this video. Once again, comment down below. Make sure you guys crush that notification bell so you can stay updated on my latest videos. And as always guys, peace and love, and stay blessed. And once again guys, I'm out. Peace.